welcome back to College Confessions. Let's learn and level up with me, your favorite host, Risya. This is the space where we spill the real tea about student life. And today, we're stepping into something bigger than assignment and deadline. Yes, today, we're going to talk about climate change, the random weather, the unbearable heat, and the sudden heavy rain, and the moment where you're going outside thinking it's gonna be sunny, but coming back completely soaked. Today's episode is called Climate Talk, real stories and our role in saving the planet. Because climate change, it's not just about melting ice or polar bears. It's something more than that. It's about our daily life and even our future. But the good news is, today we're not alone. I've got amazing guests who will share his thoughts and experiences. Today's guest is very special. He's not only an active in academics but also in organization, but still managed to stay aware about important global issues like this. So, please welcome Bagus! Hi Bagus!
Hello, thank you Risya. Hello everyone.
So, how are you today Bagus?
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Thank you so much for coming here Bagus, we really appreciate it.
Of course. You know, I've been a long time fan of College Confessions.
No way, really?
Yeah, I watched the previous episodes already.
Oh my god, thank you so much for supporting us Bagus. Okay, to start today's episode, let me ask you something Bagus. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much the earth is literally overheating?
Okay, so first let me put it as 1, like really freezing cold. And then 10 is very hot that it burns our skin. Okay, I think I'll put it at 8, Risha.
8.
Yes.
So it means that we are almost burning?
Yep.
Why?
It's because when you look at the current situation, unstable temperature, like every day temperature keeps rising, not only just in Indonesia, but the whole world.
Yes.
Like the effect, like in the iceberg as you said before, and in the polar bears, like it's very real. Climate change is already happening and it's getting hotter just every day.
Oh, no wonder currently right now it's really hot these days. Oh, I see. Alright, now let's get into the real talk. Climate change is different now, right? It's not just a theory anymore. So, Bagus, I have a question. When did you first realize that climate change is actually happening and affecting our daily life?
Okay, so actually, first of all, when I was still in like high school, I usually only heard climate change as something like a word. Like it's just something to show that temperature is getting hot. But well, every day Indonesia is hot, so I just don't feel like it's a real thing. But then one day, when I was going to school, it was raining really hard in the morning. And then when I got to the school, something surprised me there. Like the whole school is flooded. Like the classroom, the teacher's lounge, like everything, the library too even. So at that moment, I started to think, maybe climate change is not just about temperature, but it's also about other kind of stuff, like the flooding as example before.
Actually, it's also happened to me in high school, where at that moment it's not a rainy season, but suddenly it's a sudden heavy rain and it makes my school flooded. Oh, I think at that time I didn't realize it was because the climate change. And from your story, I see it now that that is one of the effect of climate change. Okay, now fun fact, me and Bagus, we are both English literature students in Technocrat. So for the next question is actually related to one of our subjects, Bagus. So we have actually learned about this in classes, which is children literature, and we even wrote a book about climate change, right? Now, do you think that things like this, it is actually help people to become more aware about these issues?
Okay. Actually, it's a very interesting question. I actually thought about this the other day. When I was creating that story book for children literature, I was thinking, like, all the themes, all of these are very interesting materials.
Yes.
And then we tried to talk about trying to show the effect of climate change, about how it is endangering the world, even like polar bears and stuff. So when I put it like this, I was trying to make the storybook into an education way, to make the younger audience to know what currently is happening in the world. So in that way, I think it actually can make a change or difference. Like it can influence a lot of the young readers to just get introduced to what climate change is. So I think,
yeah, and it is actually, our book, it's pretty interesting and entertaining because it is have a little words, but have many pictures, so it can entertain youngers that want to study about climate change, right?
Yep.
Okay, for the next question is also related to one of our subject, which is digital content, Bagus. And we post about climate change in digital content, right? And do you think it actually can influence people about climate issues?
Okay, so it's basically the same thing as before, but way more easier, Risya.
Yes,
It's because the internet itself, social media, is very easy to use. Like when you want to post something, you just press one button and then that just goes all around the world, right? So when we put it in context with our post of climate change as well, I think it's very easy for us to influence a lot of people immediately from just one single post. We just try to show an infographic maybe about what exactly is climate change and what the effects are. But this time it's just way more detailed and way more information that is put into that infographic. So in this way, I think it is one of the best ways, because not only is it very easy, it's really packed with a lot of information, and that we can just ship it immediately, just one button post.
Yes, and it can reach a lot of people even across the country like that. And actually it is one of way to, I think, spread awareness to the others, because we just need to post, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, now that we have talked about some serious stuff, why don't we make a little bit fun, shall we? So, in this game session, we will play this or that climate edition. Okay, so for the rules, I will tell you this or that question, and then I will count from 3 to 1, then you can answer directly. Okay, Bagus?
Okay.
So, for the first is, use reusable bottle or buy plastic every time. 3, 2, 1.
Reusable bottle, of
Yes!
course. Yeah.
Why, Bagus?
Well, because when you buy a lot of plastic bottles, right, you will eventually pile up a lot of plastic bottle trash.
Yes.
And all of that will actually go to our carbon footprint. We're actually much more contributing towards trying to make climate.
Next, walk short distance or ride a motorbike. 3, 2, 1.
Walk short distance.
Okay, walk short distance. Why, Bagus?
Well, because I want to fit in my exercise as well.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to just only use motorcycle if it's just only a short route.
Yes.
So I would like to use all the moments possible to also do some exercises.
Yes,
put
exercise.
some cardio that I need as well to stay healthy.
So you got your exercise, you got your cardio, and then we also could save the planet.
Yep.
Yes, agree. Okay, next. Air conditioner all day or natural air even if it's hot. 3, 2, 1.
Natural.
Natural air. Okay. Why natural air?
It's because, well, if you just use AC all day, every day, it actually will feel suffocating.
Yeah.
You need fresh air. Like, I would rather just have fresh air every day instead of AC every day, because it just doesn't feel the same.
Actually, it's more fresh if it's fresh air, right? Natural air, because imagine we just could, like open the window, open the door, and just enjoy the fresh air. Yes, me too, actually. Okay, next. Care about climate now, or I think I'll think about it later. 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Now. Why now, Bagus?
Well, of course, it's very easy to answer this, because if we just let it happen, climate action, without any actions or solutions, then it will never be solved.
Yes.
We want to keep our planet safe, not just for us, but for our future generations as well. So if we do not act now, then we will not be able to save our planet.
Yes. If it's not now, then when, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and that's a wrap on today's episode of College Confession. Huge shout out to Bagus for being so insightful and fun today. Thank you so much, Bagus, for today.
Okay, thank you to Risya for having me on this very beautiful podcast.
Yes, I really appreciate it, Bagus. Now, remember, the planet is not something we can replace, but our habits, we can change those. And if this episode made you think, laugh, or reflect a little, don't forget to follow us on Spotify and subscribe our YouTube channel. Share it with your friends and maybe start one small change for our Earth today. Unless you're too busy saving the Earth already. In that case, I'm proud of you. So, see you next time on College Confession. Bye-bye!
Bye.